Right then, Teds, it's time to fill the bucket for compost for the bottom of the tank.
First ingredient to the bottom of the tank. So,
Freshly made.
Freshly made out the compost heap.
Use the little shovel.
Ah, didn't see that there. Just get a bucket full. Oh, so really better.
Go for the stuff underneath, the fresh stuff.
Yeah, that's better. Look at that. I really want that bit. Quite rocky. Just get the bit underneath out.
That'll do, because I'm going to add some peat to it as well.
Okay.
Another shovelful.
There we go.
Lovely.
Yes.
And
Time for the next. On with the video.
Hi guys, so the new tank has arrived and I'll just turn you around so you can see it. You can see that it's a Juwel Vision 180, so it's 180 litres, and the plan is to make this as natural as I can, concentrating on the substrate so I don't have to keep doing water changes. And the type, because it's outdoors, the type of fish I'm going to add here are native to this country and are perfectly fine with our winters. So it's not going to be heated and it's not going to be tropical. It's just going to be native species from the UK and some goldfish as well. Shabunkins and things that my son wants to put in there. So yeah, let's crack on. So we've got our lovely homegrown compost, which you saw us collect before, and the beauty of using this is I know there's no added fertilizers or slow release fertilizers to it, so there's nothing that can leach into the tank water and be harmful to the fish. It's just natural decaying compost. So that's going to be the first part of our substrate. Move the lights out of the way. Okay, so one about an inch depth. A few big leaves in here, so any large chunks just break up. This may seem foreign, adding dirt to the bottom of the tank, but there's plenty of videos on it on YouTube, and the little tank that we have in the other room inside the house, in fact both the tanks, the plant growth is unbelievable. So, like I say, approximately an inch. Just any large clumps, just break them up a little bit. Doesn't really matter. Any insects that you see, up to you. Leave them in. Fish food, I'll take them out. Plenty of wood lice. Leave him. So I like to use a plastering trowel just to press it down a little bit. So get you off the tripod. Okay, that's your first part of the substrate, which is compost from the garden, and it's still got a few little insects running around in it. That's fine. So the next section is some Irish peat moss, and the reason why I put that in is because it sort of accelerates your plant growth. And what it can do is also, if you have a slightly alkaline side, the pH value of the water is slightly alkaline, because peat moss is acidic, it can balance that out. Although I'm using the pond water from the pond, because a lot of the fish are coming out, well, some of the fish are coming out of the pond into here, and the range, pH range is about 6.5 to 7. So but the main reason for the peat is it puts your plants on turbo growth. Anyway, I shall put the peat in now. Now, the Irish peat moss is actually just bought from the garden centre, local garden centre, but it is just peat. It's got no added, it's organic basically, it's got no added soil release chemicals to it. It's brilliant at retaining the moisture as well, but that's more for if you're potting it in there. Potted plants. Move that around. So. Plastering trowel and squish it down a bit. So there you see, that's a first layer is compost and the second layer is Irish peat moss. Now, the tank previously, actually, this was mine from years and years ago, and it was set up in my parents' house, and they kept fish for a while, but they no longer wanted to do it, so I've got the tank here now. So that's why you can see green algae on the glass still. Okay, so the next section is the sand, then the rocks, stone, some gravel, and the wood. So this piece, I think it's a tree fern root, and the water's basically, the tannins are still coming out of it, so I won't be using this. It's a good example of a piece of wood not to use, basically, because it'll just cloud your water indefinitely until eventually it's completely rotted out. What I'm trying is different vines to see if they take in the water as well, so to grow up at the back. I'm just seeing whether they will develop roots in this water. These other two pieces, the reason I leave it soaking as well, it doesn't need the brick anymore, is because if you remember, if you watch the video that I'll put up here, the wood float to the top, so now they're completely waterlogged and they'll sink to the bottom. So this, you can see the water, slight amount of tannins coming out, but it is pretty clear. It's nothing like the other one. So I'm going to utilise this piece in the tank, which is quite interesting. And and this piece as well, which it won't float basically, and the water is quite clear. I don't mind too many bits coming off because it will just sink to the bottom and end up working its way down through the sand or through the filter. So I'm going to use these two pieces along with some of these rocks that Teddy's been collecting, but so there's some nice looking rocks. So I'll add that to the bottom of the tank, and then I've been cultivating the plants that I'm going to use in the pond over here. So these are some of the plants that you're drying out a little bit. But here in the pots, different types of plants, as you can see. I'm not even going to start to pronounce that. Scirpus isoleptis, it's like a grass. What's this one? Sorry for my pronunciation. This is red-stemmed parrot's feather. This is quite a nice one as well. So, and also I'm going to be filling the pond up from, filling the tank up with pond water. Yeah, hopefully some of these will take root again, because these were the original plants in the aquarium. So hopefully it'll come back to life anyway. We shall see. So on with the next stage.